Hello? All right. Welcome to the stream. All right. Today we're gonna be building one of our Phoenix's builds. One our Phoenix build here. In our O11 Dynamic Evo RGB in black. We're gonna pair it up with the Prime X870p Wi-Fi by Asus. The CPU we're gonna be using for this build is an AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D. It does have a 2 TB NVMe by Kingston, paired up with a pair of Corsair. Let's see, Corsair RAM DDR5 6000 megahertz. Power supply a 1200 watt, of course, to accommodate for our 5090 Astro card. So yeah, it should be a nice build for the fans. We are using our Veritech high performance RGB fans. It's gonna have 10 fans in here, 3 at the bottom, 3 on the side, 3 on the top, and then 1 on this side right here in the back. Should be a pretty easy build. Not too much to it, nothing too crazy. The only thing crazy probably our 5090 Astro card. But yeah, it should be a fun build to build, pretty quick. If you guys do want to buy this on our website, it is our Phoenix build. Or if you want to customize it, change the fans, add streamers, change the CPU, change the storage, whatever you guys like, you guys can do all that on the website. Let's get ahead and start with the build here with the motherboard first. And then for our AIO, we are going to be using our Veritech 360 cooler as well. Can you give me that?
What?
A black AIO for this, the Veritech one. Go straight and then to your left.
Oh, the cooler?
The cooler, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here, give that to the customer. More extra parts. You're probably gonna be needing these. Pamphlet on the motherboard. Static cable. Don't need that. We'll be using an NVMe. So I could put you guys on for put you. Let's see if I can get the shorts. You can just put it on top of that, or just put it on the floor.
I'm gonna put it in your
All right. Go ahead and get started with the build here. You need the invoice? Sure. All right. Got our Ryzen 7 9800X3D. All right. Go ahead and put our RAM here. Now this doesn't have like the easy latch for the NVMe's, like the more premium motherboards do. I do like how more companies are having easy latch on their NVMe's, on their GPUs, stuff like that. They do the easy like push in where you don't have to screw the NVMe in. There's a little um, clip mechanism that clicks on there. Fatima, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. All right, got the motherboard all done here. Just checking for any plastics here that we might have on the motherboard. All good. Okay. This the extra parts. So let's go ahead and get the motherboard into the case itself. So we're gonna move this to the side here. Go ahead and move the case over. Let's see. We're gonna shift the our standoff up a little bit, just so we have extra space at the bottom to put the cables and stuff like that. Just because it does make it harder for the customer, like with the troubleshooting and stuff like that. You don't have to move the standoffs on this case for our RTX motherboard. It already has it ready for you. But I just prefer to move the standoffs up one, just to have more clearance at the very bottom. I'll show you guys right now. I'm just remove these standoffs here. They just flat here, so you guys can see. So I'm basically just moving the standoffs from the bottom here, moving them one up, and just make it have more clearance here at the bottom here when we are putting in our cables. Because then with the fans and then the motherboard itself, these are very little room to be able to remove those cables and then deal with those cables, and they're all crammed up at the bottom. So I just like to remove them and put them up one. Okay. Give you a PC. All right. I think I did drop one of them. Yes, right. All right, and then it also has this little bracket here. Not bracket, but little plastic thing that keeps it on top, so you're able to move the motherboards up and down and fill in that space and the gap that the case leaves. All right. Let's go ahead and get our motherboard screws ready here. All right. Get our drill ready with the screw. Let's go ahead and put in um, the motherboard in here. There you go. Locks into place. Right. Got that last one screwed in. Now, we can start working on the cables in the back here. Get all the case cables plugged in and ready. Let's see here. We got our HD audio here. USB Type-C. Perfect. And we got our USB 3.1. USB 3.0 and USB Type-C all plugged in. Got our F panel here as well. You control the power button. got our RGB for the case here. Just like that. That's pretty much it. Go ahead and kill magic a little bit. In this case, it's pretty easy to KO manage because you do get a lot of space in the back. KO manage, they give you a lot of wiggle room. Or zip tie here. Never have too many zip ties. All right, now that we got our motherboard in, let's go ahead and put our fans into the case. We're gonna first put our bottom fans in. So we just gotta remove the little screw right here to get to the bracket. Pop that bracket off. We can move the case. There's gonna be 3 intake fans at the bottom here. Another 3 on the side, and then 3 on top, exhaust, and then 1 exhaust here. So 4 exhaust, 6 intake. Pretty good airflow in this case. Just take 10 fans. So really good airflow in this case. Go ahead and line these up. Make sure they're nice and centered here. There we go. Let's put in the rest of the screws here. All right, now let's just grab these cables as well here. Just so it makes it nice and neat in the front. These cables don't look like they're going everywhere. There we go. All right, let's put the bracket back inside the case here. Perfect. Put our screw back in. Route our fan cables to the back here. Got those cables in. Let's put the back fan here as well. And then we'll put the three on top, and then we'll put our AIO as well. We'll get our AIO prepared to put it on. Go ahead and get those three top fans in as well. Gonna zip tie this cable here just to make it look all nice.
So the back.
si se ponen y les va a gritar. Entonces, ¿qué hacen? No, ya
No, lo
con
quieres
tu-
sacar ahí
In the stream.
en el stream.
Oye, no, si tuviera más pena.
Bye. Ah, pues.
Let's go, friend.
Ah, yeah.
Buena.
I'm not doing anything.
What?
It's porque I'm trying to. Wait, you kidding me?
Yeah. Always the me.
Yeah, run down on the cheek.
Type yes in the chat, we're gonna see one right here. Alright, let's put the top 3 fans in the case here. Close the door. Top 3 fans in. So we do have our toaster build, not toaster, sorry. Our Sandman build also online. That one just has Corsair fans and a Corsair cooler as well. Second fan in on the top here. As you can see a little bit of the KO magic that I did in the back there with those case fans. I mean, not case fans, case cable. All right. Don't have a screw. That screw for these top. So now we can start working on the AIO that's gonna go in the back right here. Get it all set up with the fan, and then we'll screw it in. The little brackets off. All right. The cooler here are fairly tech 360 cooler. We can move this to the side a little bit for now. And prepare our cooler here. All right. All right. There are 3 fans ready here. Now get our screws, screw them in. These are also going to be intake here. Gonna hand tie them first. Two more, then we can screw it in with our drill here. Go ahead and put it into our case here. You can also remove this bracket, but I don't really mind putting the cooler in with the bracket inside. Let me see here. There we go. Got those fans in. I'll just go ahead and put the pump on the actual CPU itself. Go ahead and remove the default standard AMD brackets that the motherboard does come with. We will not be needing those. Got our AMD screw here. And like little standoffs here that you gotta put on first. Screw those in. All right, now we can put our brackets onto our cooler itself here. Pump already comes with pre-applied thermal paste, so we don't have to put any thermal paste on the CPU itself. You can always put thermal paste if you would like, but our pump does come with pre-applied thermal paste already, so we don't have to put any on the CPU. All right, now do these. All right, now we can just put the cooler on our standoffs and just put our screws in, because they're very, very, very easy to install. And we should be, after we've done this, we're gonna be halfway done to the build. The part that takes the longest is probably cable management. Other than that, everything else is pretty easy. So if you're gonna use like Lin Lee fans and stuff like that, this build should be the cake. Not too many cables to deal with. All right, now let's go ahead and also route our previous fans here. Our fan cable. And then we can start the cable management and the back for our fans here. All right, let's go ahead and do that. We are going to be using some splitters here, some fan splitters. In order to daisy chain all them all together. So it's just one connection to the motherboard. All right. Now connect all our fans to the bottom here. So we got one, two, three, 4. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that should be all. Then let's go ahead and connect our RGB ones now. These are also have their own daisy chain. Just got to connect one connection to to the motherboard, and that's it. One connected, 2 connected, 3 connected, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the pop. Perfect. Now you start doing the kill management. Now we have everything connected. What's up, Scythe Chick? Want to stream? Welcome, welcome. All right, like I said, this is what takes the most time consuming. What's up, Link? Welcome to the stream. Can you get a free PC? We currently don't have any current giveaways, but just stay tuned. We might have giveaways in the future. All right. We go ahead and start putting the GPU in, and then we just need our power supply. And the build should be done. Go ahead and remove these two screws here. 4-hour GPU. With these brackets. Put in our 5090 Astro card in here. Nice, easy fit. All right. Let's go ahead and open up our 1200 watt lean lead power supply here. .1 preset, we ready? For this build, we're just gonna need 2 CPU, our 24 pin, our 12 volt high power, and then that's pretty much it. Oh, and 1 SATA for the RGB of the case itself. Alright, let's go ahead and get our cable here. .24 pin. CPU, SATA, CPU, and then our 12 volt high power. Get all our extra cables back in this bag here. Got the extra parts. Go ahead and get this power supply cables ready. We got our CPU here. Second CPU. .24 pin. SATA. And our 12 volt high power. right. Go ahead and get our power supply screwed in, cable managed, plugged in, screwed in, plugged in, and then cable managed. And then we should be done with this. Our Phoenix build here. Like I said, if you're interested in the same build, go ahead and go on our website and get our pre-configured PC, which is our Phoenix. If you do choose to change anything, you could change whatever you want. Fans, cooler. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and put our VNLA power supply in here. Screw it in. Got strippers. Any type of fans you would like. If you do want to do like a custom build, not with this case, with different case, whatever it may be, we do have a custom builders to help you on the website where you can build your own custom build and choose what parts you want. Let's go ahead and connect our CPUs here. There we go. Go ahead and connect our 24 pin next. I like how it comes with its own little comb here, already pre-installed on the cables. These look nice and neat here. All right. SATA power should be somewhere here. Here. Where is it? I cannot find it. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Found it. Right. Now we just need our 12-volt high powered. And then just cable manage these cables over here a little bit. And we should be done. All right. Go ahead and cable manage these cables over here a little bit. Almost about done to the build. Just one more zip tie here. All right, we are all done with the build. Let me go ahead and connect my power cable here. Turn on the computer. Hopefully I got everything plugged in correctly. All the fans are spinning. Reroute this cable here. Here we go, guys. Very easy build, not too hard. Like I said, in this case, it's very easy to build in the back. Gives you a lot of space. We got um, three intake here in the back with the radiator, three intake over here at the bottom, three exhausts at the very top to get the hot air out, and one more exhaust on the side over here of the fan. And these are our high performance RGB fans from Verily Tech. We got our 5090 Astro card, very nice GPU. Um, we got a 1200-watt power supply. We got 30 gigabytes of Corsair Dominator, DDR5 RAM with 6000 megahertz. We got a 360 VRLA Tech Black AIO, 2 terabyte NVMe, and then what was the CPU? Ryzen 7
9800X3D.
So you got a Ryzen 7 9800X 3D. Yeah, pretty easy build. Really good components in this build. Should be able to run any game in 4K with really high FPS. For sure any game in 1080p with 240 FPS or more. In our Evo 011 Evo RGB black case. Again, this is our Phoenix pre-configured PC. So if you want to pick up this computer, go ahead and go on our website and choose the Phoenix pre-configured PC. Like I said, you could also go ahead and do any custom build you would want. If you don't see something on the website, go ahead and get in contact with customer service. They can go ahead and help you there. But yeah, pretty easy build, short stream. Wasn't too much to the build. One of our, like I said, pre-configured Phoenix builds. Yep. So stay tuned. We do stream every Friday. Different build. If it's either like customers build, or if it's like just one of our custom builds that we do build on stream. Just stay tuned. We do stream every Friday. Sometimes we stream throughout the week. We do have a nice customer build that we do want to build on stream. But yeah, go ahead and stay tuned for the next stream. Yep, we'll see you guys next time.